ECU Health is closing 5 of its regional clinics in rural communities, sending patients elsewhere for treatment.
And those locations include Williamston, Jacksonville, Wilson, Aurora, and Snow Hill. News Channel 12 star Connor went to the ECU Health facility in Snow Hill and joins us now live. Star, I understand that you spoke with a patient there who just heard about these closings.
That's right. I did speak with a patient here, Jenny Harris, and she says she's been coming to ECU Health Family Medicine for some time now, and she says she doesn't mind traveling to receive the proper care that she's been receiving here if she has to leave here. Jenny Harris says she's already traveling at least 35 minutes to seek treatment here in Snow Hill. Harris says with the clinic closing its doors and positions being moved to Kinston's multiple specialty clinic, her biggest concern is making sure she's going to be able to see the same doctor.
This office has been different than other doctors' offices, so hopefully going there, we would still get the same treatment and care.
Harris says the closing isn't a surprise.
Being in a rural city, yeah, it seems to be like that a lot more than often, but it's kind of a chance you have to take.
Greene County Transportation Director Misty Chase says she's very worried about the elderly population who rely on their vans to take them to and from the clinic for care. She says most of the patients at the facility already have to seek medical attention outside of the county. But with this clinic closing, it's going to add an extra burden on how transportation will operate to get people to the proper healthcare facilities that's at least 30 minutes away.
The concern is you have an elderly person that may can drive in Snow Hill, but they're unable to drive to Greenville or to Kinston. It's also a concern for my staff and the number of vans that I have that we're already at capacity to try to meet the needs of all the citizens of Greene County.
Chase says after hearing the news about the clinics closing this week, she and her staff have already been doing assessments to try to figure out how they will help people in the future.
Now, we already have limited resources for our citizens sometimes when it comes to health care in Greene County, even though we do have some really great facilities, but when you have the population that we have, to make sure that everybody can be served, it takes more than 1 or 2 facilities to make sure that can happen.
Now that is disappointing considering how great this office is. That's very disappointing that the funds aren't made available for little tiny clinics like this.
Now, ECU Health has not announced when they will officially close their doors on each of these clinics. In Greene County, I'm Star Connor for News Channel 12.